everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, hello, I'm Nocturne and I do tarot readings here on YouTube. I hope you guys are well. I hope you're having a lovely day, and I'm actually super excited about today's reading because I'm gonna be doing my first non-pick a card or K-pop tarot reading here on YouTube. So today's reading is gonna be on Jonas and Sophie Turner, and we're just going to be looking at current energy as well as seeing what happened. Obviously, I'm not going to be divulging too much into their personal lives out of respect for them and for whomever I do a reading about in the future. But yeah, this is just general energy, current energy, as well as just a quick overview into what went down. But yeah, guys, if you guys enjoyed my reading, would like to know what cards I use in my readings, would like to get a private reading for yourself, or would like to join me on Patreon, I'll have the link in the description box below. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get straight into the reading. Okay guys, so I always like to start my reading by seeing just the energy of their relationship. So we're gonna move back like in the beginning, just energy. Sophie, okay. Yeah, wow. One more for Sophie. Interesting. Okay, 3 for Joe. Just one more for Joe. Okay, wow. So just energies for Sophie and energy for Joe. This is going back in time, not looking at the fact that they have now gone their separate ways. I just wanted to see a general energy in regards to them as people and in their relationship. So first of all, with Sophie, we have the 10 of Cups, Strength, and the Fool. I can see that she's someone that is she's someone that is very strong. She has a very quiet confidence about her. Like, she doesn't need to try very hard to show her strengths, her beauty, her confidence. She's always up for something new. I feel like she's someone that can be quite spontaneous, but at the same time, I feel like her heart lies with the people that she loves. She gets very emotionally invested in the people that she loves. So that could be family, that could be friends, that could be loved ones, but she has very strong ties to the people that she loves that are close to her heart, and that's where her strength lies. So I can see that she has a very beautiful energy. It's actually quite a calming energy, which I didn't necessarily expect from Sophie Turner because, you know, I know her from Game of Thrones and I've seen her in like a few interviews, and she seems really like larger than life and very wow, do you know what I mean? But actually her energy is quite calm, very loving. She has a very loving heart, very spontaneous. She's always trying to push herself to try new things, is what I'm seeing. Now with Joe, we have the Tower in reverse, the 10 of Wands in reverse, we have the World, we have the 2 of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, here's the thing that is very different about the energies between Sophie and Joe. I think with Sophie, she's very vulnerable. Part of her love language and part of the thing that makes her so unique and so beautiful is that she is very open and vulnerable. That's her strength. She's able to be open, she's able to fully engage with the world, and she's able to be fully honest with where she is. With Jonas, I see that with the Tower in reverse and the 10 of Wands in reverse. And then we have the World. Okay, whatever insecurities, whatever hardships he's going through in life, he doesn't want to show it off to the world. To the world, he wants to be seen as someone that is very doting, someone that is a very good friend, someone that is a very good partner, someone that is very good to the people that he loves. He's a very charming person. He says all the right things. He does all the right things too. I can see that with the Knight of Cups. Like, he shows a sincerity and a charm that not many people have that gift, and that's the gift of Joe. Like, he's a very charming person, but the issue is that when he goes through a difficult time, he doesn't show it. So I feel like the issue with that in relationships sometimes is that people only find out later on in the relationships that maybe he can sometimes be a little bit volatile, or he is going through an immense pressure or immense stress, and it comes as a shock to people because he doesn't show it. But then it's not necessarily people's fault that they don't know, right? Because he doesn't communicate it. He covers it up so well. With the World, it seems like he's a very easygoing person. He gets along with so many different people. I'm so sorry about the siren, you guys. But as I was seeing, I'm not saying he's a bad person, not at all, because I can see with the Two of Cups, he is someone that is very, very loving. He cares about the people around him. With the Knight of Cups, he wears his heart on his sleeve. At the same time, he just wants to show his good sides, the things that are currently going on in his life, or if he's currently feeling a certain way, he keeps it inside. But the thing with getting things bottled up is that there's only a certain amount that you can keep bottled up before it explodes, right? And when things finally explode, people are surprised because they're like, where did this come from? Whereas with Sophie, what you see is what you get, is what I'm seeing. Okay, so that is just the general energy. That is not in regards to their current situation right now. This is just the people they were coming into the marriage and the relationship. Okay. Okay, so, but I do see that he is someone that he wants, you know, he does invest in his relationships. I think the issue is that he's not very honest. Whereas with her, is there's strength in her vulnerability. She's very, very open. Okay, guys, so now let's look at current energy. So let's look at current energy before we look into their marriage. So what is the current energy in regards to Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner? What is the current energy? Oh, one more. Okay, guys, so we have the Sun, we have the King of Wands, we have the Knight of Swords, we have Justice in reverse, we have the Five of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. I hope you guys can see. Sorry, let me just move things up so you can see all the cards. We have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Magician in reverse, the Empress, and the Nine of Wands in reverse. Can I tell you guys, there's this strong feeling of being blindsided, because with the Sun and the King of Wands, it felt like, oh, okay, everything's gonna be okay. We're communicating it in a way, we're on the same page. That's what I'm getting. We're on the same page, everything is okay. But then bam, with the Knight of Swords, it's almost like being stabbed in the back. Like the King of Wands energy, I'm not actually, you know what? I'm not going to say who is who. I'm just going to say, you know, one party is the King of Wands, right? And they feel like they're on the same page. Everything is fine. Okay, we're going to move forward with this in a way where we both feel comfortable, where we both feel like we're being heard, and we're confident this is the right way to do it. But then bam, there is one of them that is the Knight of Swords that is almost like stabbing in the back and communicating things in a way that feels like it's so unfair. It's not just, things feel so unbalanced. And for one of them, all of a sudden it feels like, wait. This is not the way that we wanted things to go. And there's a lot of disappointment. But I am seeing that with the Page of Pentacles, it also has to do with money. I'm seeing money. Like one of the reasons why this Knight of Swords is doing what they're doing, I feel like has to do with money. It's not just like, let's say, manipulation of the media or anything like that. It has to do with money. Maybe they don't want to share money. Maybe if they did things the way that they had agreed to, then they would get less money. Like they would have to, you know, like give more money to the other person. But doing it this way means that they don't have to, is what I'm saying, okay? It feels like with the Empress, the Nine of Wands, and the Judgment, it feels like, okay, you know what? Like the female figure, Sophie, it feels like the mother's ability is being questioned. It feels like people are judging her. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to be so careful. Let me just, yeah. Let me just say, one of them is really sneaky, okay? One of them is really sneaky, and before you guys think, oh my gosh, like, they did this. I honestly see money. I honestly see money. Okay, like a lot of it has to do with money and career, money, status, things like that, okay? Anyway, so as I was saying about the Empress, the Nine of Wands, and the Judgment, it does feel like someone is trying to like pull a narrative on Sophie's way of mothering, which we know has already happened. But then we have the Three of Swords in reverse, the Ten of Cups, the Lovers in reverse, the Seven of Swords, the King of Pentacles in reverse. So, okay, here's what I can say. And obviously I want to say it like really, really carefully. Were their marriage happy for the most part? Yes, I do see that. But Joe is not someone that is very, very honest. A lot of his dishonesty is not him meaning to be dishonest. I can see that he's actually a good person. I mean, no one is really a bad or a good person, right? Like there's good and bad in everyone. But what I can see is that I think it stemmed in the very beginning from the fact that he couldn't really be open with his struggles and his vulnerability. But I think, you know, with that kind of level of not being able to be that open, there comes other things, right? Like layers keep piling up. Oh, if I can't be open about this, then I'm not going to be open about that. I don't need to talk about this. He has this feeling of, I want to be seen in a good light by everyone. Okay, that's the feeling. I want to be seen in a good light by everyone. I want people to think that I have such a good marriage, even though maybe in the back, I'm not being very honest. I'm not being very truthful. I'm not being very good to my loved ones, but I want people to think that I'm in a good marriage. Okay, that's the sense that I'm getting. And I think that's why everyone was kind of like really shocked about the news, because this is the image that he keeps wanting to portray to everyone. Now, I keep being shown with the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Page of Pentacles, okay? There is this feeling of like, listen, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Sometimes there is a feeling of jealousy. Like, that's what I'm sensing. Jealousy from Joe to Sophie. Because it's like, I think there's a lot more opportunities, even though the Jonas brothers are the Jonas brothers. Listen, I can only talk from my intuition and the cards that I'm being shown, okay? What I'm being shown is that there is a level of jealousy, and that jealousy comes from like, I work hard for the opportunities I get, but I feel like this person, my significant other, could get a lot more opportunities just by that. Like, as in, there is that level of jealousy, and they can make more money than I possibly can, like that. Whether these feelings, whether these thoughts are actually true, that's beside the point. So there is this feeling of, okay, I'm gonna be a little bit sneaky and tricky in the way that I'm moving forward to ensure that, one, I have better status, people think more highly of me, and I get more money. I don't lose as much money, is what I'm sensing. Okay, so we're just gonna have a super quick look, because obviously I just want to be careful with all this, but what went down? And okay. What he says and what he does are like two completely different things, okay? Because was there love? There was so much love. I can see that with the Ace of Cups and with the Seven of Pentacles. This went on for a while, you guys. They worked on this relationship for a long time. They did. There were a lot of times where it felt like it was so difficult to move forward with the Two of Swords. Like they just couldn't see eye to eye. It felt like one step forward, two steps back. So has this been going on for a while? Yes, but it was just really important for Joe that everyone saw his family as a really, really happy family. So with the Two of Swords, the King of Cups in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Wands in reverse. Here's the thing with Joe is like, I feel like when they go through really difficult time, it's difficult for him to open up. With the King of Cups and the King of Swords, he doesn't say what he thinks. He keeps things bottled up, like I mentioned, right? And so because of that, how can you work on a relationship, or how can you move forward in a relationship when you're not communicating your needs? So it's really difficult to move forward. It's really difficult to communicate when it's one-sided, is what I'm seeing. Anything else, guys? No? Okay. Also, can I just say that a lot of, you know, someone's friends keeps a lot of secrets for them. Let me just clear this out, because we're getting so many cards now, and I want to make sure that they're being seen. We have the Three of Cups, the Moon. Oh, sorry, this Empress was from before. We have the Three of Cups and the Moon. A lot of friends are keeping a lot of secret, is what I'm being shown. So one of the parties maybe sometimes only says A, when really A, B, C, D, E happens, and their friends also cover up for them. We have the Chariot in reverse. And okay, so here's the thing. Sophie has really strong intuition with a High Priestess, so she knows when people lie. And I can tell that a lot of Joe's friends sometimes lie as well for him, or keep secrets from her. Anything else? No? Okay. Okay. There's one person, actually. Sorry. Let me just grab. There's one, because I'm seeing one person. A younger person, younger than Joe. There's one person that actually cares so very deeply about Sophie. This Page of Cups, I definitely feel like a younger energy, younger than Joe. So someone like a male energy in Joe and Sophie's life who is younger than Joe, who actually really, really cares about Sophie. And I feel like he was actually quite instrumental in the way things unfolded, because he gave information to Sophie when others didn't. So obviously, I'm just saying what I'm being shown, okay? So I'm being shown that even though things were at a standstill and she felt like she had an intuition about something, she had a feeling about something, but no one was saying anything to her. So it was a standstill. Like, there was no way to move forward, and they kept going back in circles and circles and circles. But there was this knowing within her that something is going on, but she couldn't put her finger on it, and she didn't have any proof. And there is someone, a younger energy, and it feels like a male person in both Sophie and Joe's life, that gave her the information or what she needed in order to feel confident about what she felt all along. This information hurt her, but at the same time with Chiron, it's also an information. Okay, here's the thing with Chiron. It's like, sometimes things happen. When Chiron appears, it's like things happen in your life and it's hurtful, it's painful. At the end of the day, ultimately, it's going to heal you. It's going to teach you a lesson. It's going to help propel you forward. Okay, so that's the image that I'm getting. So anything else, guys? Can we see how are things going to unfold in the next 3 months? How are things going to unfold in the next 3 months? Actually, I'm getting called to use this. How are things going to unfold in the next 3 months for Joe and Sophie? You guys, things are so difficult. It's like things are at a standstill. Oh my gosh, sorry. Card just jumped out. 1 second. Okay, so we have the Moon, the Two of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Hanged Man. So seriously, in the next 3 months, it's going to be a standstill. It's like a pause button. I see that actually a lot of information are going to be uncovered by both parties secretly behind closed doors, I see with the Moon. But a lot of information are going to be uncovered to both parties in the next 3 months. And it's going to make them change their perspective of one another even more. I see this is going to make it more difficult to come to conclusions when dealing with the law and what they want from both parties. Because imagine this, if you're both agreeing to something, right? Okay, yes, 50-50. And then all of a sudden you hear that the other party really like effed you up. Are you still going to agree to 50-50, or are you going to ask for more, right? And I see both parties are being faced with that kind of position in the next 3 months. So no one is going to back down. And because of that, I feel like it's going to be very like at a standstill. A lot of secrets are going to be uncovered in the next 3 months by them. So hopefully this happens behind closed doors, because the last thing you want is like for it to be, you know? But yeah. I feel like it's going to be a difficult 3 months for both of them. But yeah, it's an ending. I mean, guys, look at these cards, okay? And it has to do with a lot of mental anguish too. I feel like for both of them, they're going to feel very, very vulnerable. They're going to feel almost trapped. There's a lot of anxious energy. There's a feeling of having to leave things behind and mourning what you have to leave things behind. At the same time, having to deal with things. There's a lot of emotions. Anything else? Yeah, because it's like a house. The house is being destroyed, is what I'm sensing. So there's a lot of emotions. But anything else? Final messages, guys? Oh, Oh my gosh, we have the moon again. Okay, so you know how I told you guys we had the moon, right? So I told you guys there's going to be a lot of information that's going to be unfolded, and it's going to be behind closed doors for both parties. The guys are actually telling me with the moon in reverse that no, it's a lot of people are actually going to know. So I feel like it's going to be public domain, public information. So I feel like there's going to be information that comes forward in the next 3 months that people are going to be privy to. But yeah, guys, I'm going to stop the reading right here. I'm sending love to both of them. Obviously, going through a situation like this is really not ideal, and I'm sure that it's heartbreaking for both parties, and yeah, and for their families too. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys are well. I hope you're taking care of yourselves. If you guys enjoyed this reading, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I hope I'll see you in my next video. Bye.